Have you ever wondered how much money you can make as an Amazon FBA seller? In today's video, I will transparently share with you how much money I make or lose with Amazon FBA. But upfront, I will show you the view, and you can leave a comment below and tell me in which part of the world I am. Watch until the end, after I will tell where I am right now. Now we are on the screen inside my favorite software to track my Amazon FBA margins, and we have chosen the range from the 1st of August until the 31st of August. You can choose by range. Today I will show you which I made last month in gross sales and in revenue. As you can see, I made a gross sales of 21,179 euros and 12 cents. That's maybe, I don't know, 23, 24, 25,000 US dollars. I sell mainly in Europe, and you can see how many orders you have sent. You can see how many refunds you had. You can see how many advertisement costs you had. You have an estimated payout, and you have also your net profit. If I go to this chart, you can also see what you have done on a daily base. Here I have all my marketplaces. I could also choose just German, the UK marketplace, the French marketplace, the Spanish marketplace, Italian, etc., etc. You see Amazon is soon everywhere. They're expanding and expanding and expanding. It's really the biggest platform in the world. So we come back here with daily basis sales, and as well we have the criteria, and that's it. And you can also see I do it like this. I will also recharge it, that you can see it's not a fake or something. I think if it would be a fake, maybe I would have said, yeah, I've done a better result. I would say, yeah, I've done 20,000 in revenue, and I wouldn't have said, yeah, I only did like, now we have just one day. I wouldn't have said that I did 1,755 euros in revenue before tax. Depending on where you are, you have to pay taxes on that. If you're in Germany, France, or somewhere else in Western Europe, that will be salty taxes. Maybe if you are in a tax paradise such as Dubai, or in a country with territorial tax, the tax will be lower. But yeah, that's upfront tax. And we will also go in every metric in detail. First of all, I can directly say the margin, you can see it here, 8.29%. That's a rather low margin. Also something which I want to get better in the future. It's really not a good margin. You can imagine I would have loved to have a better margin of at least 15 to 20 to even maybe 25%. After you have to see if it's still realistic. I think a margin of like 40% or something on Amazon, it's nearly impossible. I wouldn't say that it's not doable, but I think in general people normally are doing 15 to 25, maybe to 30% in profit margin. I want to get mine up as well. I will show you also some details, what I want to do, which also could be maybe interesting for you to consider. If you have a lower profit margin, if you want to get a better profit margin, I will show you how I would like to do that. So yeah, we had a gross sale, 21,000 euros and 179 euros as well. Normally you can do the quick maths. If I have a 20% profit margin, we are on a 4,000 euro sales, and that's already more attractive. I sold 403 units. I sell higher pricing products, at least 30, 40, 50, 60 dollars. I like them to be. I think in the future also I will try to get to a point where I only sell products for at least $50. That will let you more space for advertising, for returns, etc. of course. So we go to the other costs. So we have the promos. That's if you have like discounts, you have vouchers on your product listing, €1 off or something, and that's the promo. So that was rather little. After I have the advertising cost. You can also have a look which parts of advertising. The biggest part, sponsored products, sponsored brands, also a big one, sponsored brand videos and sponsored displays. That's the different advertisement types, and that's a big one. So you can see it here. That's your A cost. That's the percentage of all of your sales, what you have paid in publicity. That means an A cost of 10%. For example, example, you made $100 in growth sales and you paid $10 in advertising, that means your ACoS is 10%. And that's also great. Your ACoS also is what you won't get in a margin. So we see here I have an ACoS of 12%. That's okay. You can still get it lower. You can also get it to 5, 6, 7, 8%. I think I can get it lower, but I launched a new product, so I will optimize that in the following weeks and months. I have the refunds. The refunds are rather high, 10%. Could lower them as well. Here you have the Amazon fees. So I paid 6,000 in Amazon fees that I would love to be as well in a percentage. So you can have a look if something strange happens. I do it later myself on an Excel. And you have your return on investment. That's not a good return on investment. Normally you should aim at least 80, 90, 100% of a return of investment. That's it so far. Here you have all your sessions. That means all the people which were visiting your product page, and you see the percentage, the conversion rate, 2.74. Here you have all of these details. After it with seller board, you can also have a look on every product in detail because I sell multiple products. Here I have a general overview, but for example, my new launched product was doing great. I've done the biggest part of my sales I've done with it. 1,000. Here growth sales 2,370, and the other products, they were doing minus, no profit, they were losing money. The reason why is because I had a big sales event and ordered a rather high amount of units after, because I thought the sales will continue like this, but this wasn't the case. After the summer came, the sales dropped enormous and I had a stock which was too high, and so also very high inventory cost. If you're a beginner with Amazon, it's absolutely no problem, but after, when you're longer in the game, you should have all your numbers, have a look at your numbers in detail, also in the beginning. But what I wanted to say, the inventory level in the beginning is not too important, but later if you have a big inventory, it is very cost intensive. An idea what you could do is you work with another fulfillment partner, pre-FBA, that's the name. That means they are stocking the products, maybe already a warehouse, either if you're selling in the US, if you're selling in the Great Britain, you have a fulfillment center in Great Britain and you stock your goods there, and they always, when you're near to get it out of stock, they will send within 2 to 3 days your goods to Amazon, that there are not too many goods on Amazon, in the Amazon warehouse, because that's not good for your profit, but that's later on more important. So you have, as I said, on a daily base, you can also, you can group them by marketplace, so you can see, maybe this marketplace is profitable, this marketplace isn't, this product is profitable, this product isn't, and you can have in detail a look on every product, and you can really analyze your business, and that's very important. In my mind, that's very important, so you see how much I did. I want to do this now every month, and I want to share transparently my sales. If you like the video so far, please subscribe. And now I will show you on my Excel sheet what I do to analyze which problems I have encountered and what I can do better to get a better margin. See you. And if you already wonder why I use a tool to track my profits and I don't do it directly on Amazon, I really don't know why. But on Amazon, it is very invisible. It is very hard to track your profits, if not impossible. One of the errors which I made in the first time selling on Amazon really was not using a tool to track my profits. Seller board is great. It isn't that expensive. You pay $30 per month, and the best thing is normally you have a 1 month free trial. But if you click on the link below, you have a 2 months trial, plus you support me when you consider after going with them, which I hope, because every good Amazon seller needs to know his profits. Just as I told you, I convert everything into Excel sheet to have a better understanding on the product level, which products are doing well, which products aren't doing well. I do that once, and after I analyze exactly what can be done better. If you want me to show you how exactly I do that, just leave a comment below. And so here we have my current margin, 7.08% of one product. We have my target margin, so where I would like to go, and we have the deficit. So it's 16%, which I need to go. And so here my current margin, if it's like this, I do 650 euros in profit. If I do a margin of 23%, I would do 2,112 euros in profit, just to display the importance of a good margin. What I do, I have a look exactly here, 271 units sold, 22 refunds. This is the growth sales, promo ads, And after I take a look on everything in percent. So I have my 7% margin, I have my refunds, I have my Amazon fees, and what I do, I will also have a look on my cost of goods. That's how much I pay for shipping and for my goods and every service related until they arrive in Europe or in the US or in your target marketplace. And I also put that in a percentage view that I understand better, okay, what exactly am I paying? So Amazon fees, 40% here already we see, that's quite high. I think 30% is normal. If we have a look on the Amazon fees, one time here I've put it into percentage steps. The Amazon fees are one time the referral fee. That's the fee that you sell on Amazon. That's a percentage. That's something which you can't lower at all. It's just like that. It's often around about 15%. After you have the FBA fee, that's the fulfillment fee. That's how much you pay for Amazon shipping and packing, and with the inventory fee, that's the fee for stocking. And after it, I put that into percentages to have a look. Okay, 10% is the referral fee, 24% of all is the FBA fee, 5% is the inventory fee, and my cost of goods are 15%. That's okay. Normally that's fine. And what I do, I will have a look on the actions which I would like to do. So there are multiple actions. There are fees which you can't lower. For example, there's also VAT, value added tax, that you can't change. That's just like that. If you're in France, for example, that's 20%. That's what you give to the state. The value added tax, it's nothing you can change. The 15% Amazon fee, referral fee, can't change really. And after you have to have a look, what can I change? Can I lower my cost of goods price? That could be a possibility. And after I will have a look here. PPC. So in my mind, yeah, the PPC, I think it's rather high. It has already been less. I think I got it a bit out of mind because I haven't optimized since a time. So here my target is in ACOS of 5% less. That would have an impact of 5%, and I also calculated so that 30%, so 1/3 on my way to my target margin. So next one is the refunds. After I wrote I have a target of 5 to 6% in refunds. I had 8% in refunds, and I also know what I had. I added a new variation, and unfortunately I haven't done a quality inspection, and the variation wasn't as good as hoped, and I also got some negative feedback, returns and reviews from the customer. So do not economize on a quality inspection. Quality inspection in China is usually from $200 to $250 to maximum $300 for a quality inspection, but that's good money. That's something you should do. And yeah, so yeah, I said 5 to 6%. So that's a total impact of 2.8%, which would be lower. I think that's directly from when I stop selling this product. It's soon out of stock. And when I will sell this variation again, I'll do a better quality inspection and will offer a better product. After we have also the cost of goods. Here I think my target is to get it lower by €1. The impact which would it have is 3%. I think that is possible. Also, I have to say I was a bit in a hurry when I ordered this product. Normally you should never be in a hurry because the lowest shipping way is by boat. If you, for example, ship by truck, that's faster. By airplane, that's faster. Airplane is the fastest. Second fastest truck. Third fastest is train. If you're in America, in the US, you can't ship by train. Impossible from China at least. So the cheapest is most often by boat, and so you should ship by boat, but therefore you need to have time and need to be good organized, and you should have time. So I think here the cost of goods can be lowered at least by €1. The inventory fees, I haven't written down anything, but that can also be lowered. That was because I unfortunately calculated not good enough how many sales I'll do in the future. I was going out of a peak season to take the Christmas sales, for example, and you think in January, February, etc. it will go on like that. So for example, you go out of stock in Christmas, and after you say, whoa, I made here like every day 100 sales or something, and you order a big amount of goods, and after you have them in stock, that's not the greatest thing. And I have also here the shipping fees. The shipping fees is moreover the FBA fees, and here I had one big issue. I vacuumated my product to get it lower, to get it smaller. So I let it vacuumate by my supplier, and unfortunately the vacuumation, I don't know if it's wrongly done or if that's a current issue or which can happen. Sometimes it opened himself up and was so even bigger than the normal product size. So what I will change change, because after sometimes for products I pay $1.60, 70 in average. I paid more on a product base, too much. That's if you sell a product for 30%, that's also a 5% rate. That's enough. That's not a good UC. If I get that done, I have another third, and you see I'm close to my target. So for everybody who wondered, I'm in the beautiful south of Germany, not far away from where I grew up, and yeah, you can see it, but the view will change very soon. Thank you for watching until the end. If you liked the video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And if I can share one of my biggest mistakes when I started 3 years ago with Amazon FBA, completely unprofitable, without doing any margins, I can share you one thing, one error which I committed, and that was that I didn't knew my margins. I didn't knew my numbers. I think in every business it is crucial, it is important to know exactly your numbers. So if I were you, use some kind of program. I myself, as I said, I use Sellerboard. In the bio below, you have instead of 1 month, you have 2-3 months trial. After it, I think it's around $30 per month, but it's necessary. Okay, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.